I'm your host. I'm your speaker for today, Christopher. I'm an IRS certified acceptance agent and a tax professional. What we are going to cover are the two most forgotten COVID-19 tax relief, or just business relief in general. Now, just to give you an update about our company's performance report, so far, because WICO Tax is an all year round, all-in-one outsourced tax payroll bookkeeping service solution, we were able to process, and some of 93% of our applicants or clients were approved for the EIDL and PPP applications report. Once we take care of your books and your financials, we can deliver a 3-day turnaround time to process all the applications and landed to the different bankers and even through the SBA. And 7% of our applications are still in process. Because what we do for the COVID-19, this is our service for you guys, business relief packet. We will submit the necessary documents needed. Tax returns, payroll, profit and loss. We will fill out the application. And at the same time, able to be easier, much easier, we also receive email communications from your bankers and SBA agents once you allowed us to take care and to communicate with them. Also, we provide computations for different relief, which means to say, even though there are so many grants, there are so many loans and tax benefits going on so far, what we do is we navigate it. Okay, if so far the SBA grant is not accepting, then we will try the tax relief. Then if not, the tax relief is working, we will do the city or the state. All of those we are going to do once you subscribe on our business relief packet for COVID-19. In other words, we will be your right hand. You take care of your customers, then WICO Tax will take care of your numbers. And I do encourage also for entrepreneurs somewhere, everybody, when you're running your business, please always communicate with your clients and customers, because if they get used to going to your office, and at this point we are all virtual, help them to adapt. Teach them how to be for easy steps on how they can reach you virtually. Because if we won't be able to take care of them, our clients or customers, if we will not educate them how to use the virtual services, we don't want them to lose. We don't want to lose them, okay? So we will file your taxes and clean your books today, because the COVID-19 relief application is first come, first served basis. Please act now. What we're going to talk about, this is our week 4, is the two most forgotten COVID-19 relief. What is the debt relief from the SBA and the Express Bridge loan? For those of you who, since this is our week 4, we have past webinars. You can actually watch our past webinars either here on our Facebook page or subscribe on our YouTube channel, WICO Tax. And we covered week 1 tax deadline changes. We also have paycheck protection program, the economic injury disaster loan, which was discussed last week, and today the debt relief and express bridge loan. These are all the benefits for business owners out there. And if you don't have the chance to watch, you can also download our pre-PDF. Just go to our website. We will post it to your to the link to the chat box below, so you can download it. Okay, and then for those of you who have more questions about this, we are welcome to call you today by texting your name, and we will call you right there and then. Okay, now for next week, we've been dealing with the federal, with the SBA. Next week, we will have the state of Texas, the shared work programs. This is also something about to do with your payroll, how the state of Texas is helping to cut the payroll costs and to keep your employees. So this is what I've said. If you want the pre-PDF, just go to our website, wicotax.com, and you would be able to have all those copies. And if you want to watch, just go to our channel, WICO Tax. And just a disclaimer, this material has been prepared for informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide and should not be relied on for tax, legal, or accounting advice. WICO Tax, Why Coffee Break is a webinar series of WICO Tax. You can learn anything with a cup of coffee. All right. What we're talking about right now is the two most forgotten COVID-19 relief. Just a disclaimer that this material has been prepared for informational purposes only, and it's not intended to provide and should not be relied on for tax, legal, or accounting advice. Wycotax is not associated with any institutions on this presentation and is private business providing resources for small business. Now, what is the SBA Express Bridge Loan? The SBA Bridge Loan, this is expressed from the word itself. This program allows small businesses who currently have a business relationship with an SBA Express Lender to access up to $25,000 quickly. These loans can provide vital economic support to small businesses to help overcome the temporary loss of revenue they are experiencing, and can be a term loan or used to bridge the gap while applying for a direct SBA Economic Injury Disaster loan. If a small business has an urgent need for cash while waiting for a decision and disbursement, on an economic injury disaster loan, they may qualify for an SBA Express Disaster Bridge Loan. Okay, I'm gonna explain how does this work. For example, you're applying for the economic injury because of the COVID worth $100,000. Okay, $100,000. Once you are still waiting on that, what you can do is to apply for the $10,000 grant, because that's a quick money which was available before and now they shut it down. They're still pending. So that $10,000 is for the grant. Now, if you need more than 10,000, let's say on top of the 10,000, you still have out of 100, the $25,000 can also be applied through the Express Bridge Loan while waiting for the total $100,000 amount. Okay, or the 90,000, whatever you got, that will be subtracted from the total loan amount that you're asking from the SBA. Now, what is the Small Business Debt Relief Program? This is providing financial reprieve to small businesses during the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so the difference is the Express Bridge Loan, this is for your current or what you need right now. Okay, the Debt Relief Program, this is your existing debt last year, that when you started your business, you loaned $200,000 and it is SBA guaranteed. Then the Debt Relief Program will apply to your last year's loan. Okay, so that is why you can have two at the same time. The SBA Express Bridge Loan, this is the condition. Any business in operation before March 13, 2020 that has fewer than 500 employees or otherwise meets the SBA existing size standard, as long as you have less than 500 and in operation before March 13. For the Debt Relief Program, 7A loans not made under the Paycheck Protection Program, the 504 loans and micro loans, disaster loans are not eligible. Okay, so you're existing since last year, whatever loan you have, as long as it's a 7A or 504 loans, you are eligible. Okay, now moving on, who are the lenders here in Lower Rio Grande Valley? These are the following lenders. We have from American Bank, Bank of America. So all of those are available, and the Greater State Bank up to Wells Fargo. Okay. Now for the terms, SBA Express Bridge Loan, this is maximum of 7 years and must be structured as a term loan, not revolving line of credit. SBA, for the Small Business Debt Relief Program, SBA will cover all loan payments on this SBA. So for last year, whatever, if you're paying $500 on your existing loan monthly, the SBA will cover it for the next 6 months. For the bridge loan, the maximum amount is only $25,000. So given an example, the maximum is 7 years. 25,000 divided by 7 years, we're looking around at least $297 per month. That is just the minimum, okay? Now, how to apply? Of course, you have for the bridge loan. They were saying that you need to have an existing banking relationship with the applicant. That's why you go back to your bank where you got the loan, whatever loan you are requesting, go back to them, and then it's easier because they have your records already. For the debt relief program, it says here debt relief is automatic, but you should check in with your lender. The way I see it, it's because right now everybody's busy and swamped. There is no harm to ask your lender or the SBA that you just want to remind them, hey, you know what? I still have an existing loan, like $500 when I started the business. Please, can we please make sure that I am applying for the debt relief, okay? Don't assume that everybody, that it's automatic. The best way is to be more proactive, more be assertive and diligent, and able to make the most out of the relief. Call them. If they can't, then we can help you, okay? Now, for the amount, the SBA Express Bridge loan, like what we have mentioned, the limit is only $25,000. If you already, let's say, apply for $100,000, you can get the $10,000 as a cash grant, and then the $25,000 is the bridge loan while waiting for your what? $65,000. So I'm just giving you right off the bat an example. How does this work? Because the EIDL takes longer process than the Express. Now, the interest rate, not for the bridge loan, because this is like a term loan, it should not exceed at 6.5%. And currently, the bridge loan so far is at 4.75%. I think that's what I get. The turnaround time within 45 days of approval and no later than 90 days. And this is what we are good at. Within 45 days, you could have this 25,000. But since we organize monthly bookkeeping for our clients, since in every up-to-date, we're very diligent, their books are updated up to March, we were able to provide all the documents needed by the bankers within 3 days, okay? So debt relief, you don't really have to submit anything. You just have to contact or communicate with them. What we did with our clients, okay, we sent it to the lender and we communicated whoever is the account manager in the SBA, trying to remind them, hey, you know what, our client ABC LLC has an existing loan last year. We just want you to know that we're also applying them for, just want to make sure that they are qualified or that the debt relief program is in effect for their existing loan last year, whether it's whatever their monthly payment is, okay? While ongoing in process for the bridge loan. Now, the forgiveness, the SBA Express Bridge Loan, if you got the $25,000 already, you don't really have to pay the whole 7 years. You don't really have to be tied up for the next 7 years because it gives you an option, may be repaid in full or in part by the proceeds from an EIDL. That's why it's better just put them all together collectively through an EIDL program. On the other hand, the SBA pays the principal for the debt relief for your existing loan last year. Existing loan, for example, you paid $500 this month. For next month, you are no longer gonna pay for the meantime. If it's a 7A guaranteed loan, 504 loan, you're no longer going to pay next month or May 1, let's say, and for the next 6 months. That will save you a lot. So at least you can utilize, if it's a $500 monthly that you're paying, you can save $3,000, okay? For the next 6 months of payments. That's why it will help you to take advantage of this. Now with the fees, they said the fees, it says not more than 2% of the guaranteed portion of the loan amount. If the total amount of the loan, maximum of $500. The annual service fee, no more than 0.55. For the Express Bridge Loan, this is what examples. This is for the business debt relief program. So typically, let's say you have a loan amount of $150,000 last year. The SBA guarantee fee is $2,550 or 2% of the guaranteed portion. Then your potential savings is what? $2,550. But let's say you max it out. You loan for a 5 million loan. Let's say you have because you have fixed asset, you have other expenses, operational expenses. You got approved for 5 million. Can you imagine the potential savings is $138,000 if you will take advantage of the debt relief program. Okay, the loan availability. The Express Bridge is available March 13 up to September 13. The same thing with the Small Business Debt Relief Program. You can apply that up to September this year. The only thing is, it's a first come, first serve basis. The first thing, the early bird gets the early worm. That's what I've always believed. Don't wait until tomorrow, do it now. The usage. The Express Bridge loan is not only exclusive for payroll expenses. Working capital is included to be used to cover operational expenses to support the survival or if you are planning to reopen the business. For the Small Business Debt Relief Program, well, it's also have the same usage, support the survival and reopening of the business. Basically, they're just waiving your monthly payment and they take cover those payments for the next 6 months of your existing loan last year. Prohibitions. The $25,000 is only one-time application. Borrower may only obtain one EBL. If you want express cash, the $25,000, it's only one time. There's no more. Now, what is the loan interaction? Like SBA for the Express Bridge loan, it will be repaid in full or in part by proceeds from the EIDL loan. Like our example a while ago, your total amount that you need, that you did apply is $100,000. Once that got approved, then you can use whatever, like $65,000 remaining of that amount to cover to pay the $25,000. But we will help you to communicate or to interact with your bankers once you get us for this application process. For the SBA Small Business Debt Relief Program, borrower may separately apply for and take out a PPP loan, but debt relief will not apply to a PPP loan. When we say PPP, just a review, this is for Paycheck Protection Program, which means 75% of the nature of this loan should be used for your payroll cost and 25% for other utilities that you're paying. There's no double dipping. You cannot apply for a debt relief program for the PPP, but I do believe they defer this. They help also not for you not to pay when you approach the PPP loan. You're not gonna pay right there and then. There's a deferment. There are deferred months, so it's still like it's a win-win situation still. Okay, next, the payment deferral, personal guarantee, security collateral, they're not asking. It's nada, none. Security or personal guarantee, they don't have that. And this is just a visualization chart. If you need a copy of the 2.3 trillion allocation of the CARES Act, this is the breakdown. There are grants 230 billion, then the loans are 875 billion. This includes the PPP. The 366 billion forgiven, and tax breaks. The way we see it is what we have noticed, grants, the $10,000 grants, it's gone, okay? We don't know what are they going to do to put it back. For the loans, this is also ongoing and people are overwhelmed already. The bankers that are processing, they have so many in line. The way I see it on the tax, being an IRS certified acceptance agent and tax professional, the one that they have not exhausted yet is the $300 billion for the tax breaks. And if you would like to have a financial planning on how to take advantage and access all this relief, you need to look at the bigger picture, okay? If this is not accessible, the loans and the grants, try to do the tax breaks. Now, I just want to give a shout out to the City of Harlingen Economic Development Corporation. Thank you. We received an email because they are releasing funds. You just have to apply the $10,000 0% loan will be released anytime soon. And I think the City of Harlingen, thank you guys, Economic Development Corporation, to the president and to the board members. Thank you, because you know that this is the time that we are in need, and we really feel the City of Harlingen for giving us the the chance to apply for the $10,000 0% loan. That's why I do encourage every city, at least we need some news, and I hope if they have not, the other cities, guys, if you're located in other McAllen, Brownsville, please try to contact the Economic Development Corporation. That's the EDC, okay? And ask them, maybe they have some plans for us, okay? Or for you, whatever financial aid at this point in time is gonna come handy. At the same time, once you this is an overview of all the funds and the business relief packet that WICO-Tax is offering. We are going to submit all the necessary documents needed and fill out the application. Then we will continuously receive email communication from your banker through your SBA agent, and whatever documents they need, we can submit it on behalf of you. And at the same time, we also provide you computation of the different potential relief that you can get, whether it's on the city level, state level, federal or SBA level. We will give you the different computations on how much you can save and give you as well the guidelines in able to be approved. That's why your main goal as entrepreneurs, business owners, if you're LLC or S corporation, you have to take care of your customers, and WICO-Tax will take care of your numbers. Now, some updates. For our updates so far, when you go to the SBA.gov and you try to apply for the grants, the 10,000, so far the SBA is unable to accept the new EIDL COVID-19 at this time. So I did check, what do you mean this time? I did check it today. No appropriations available. It says unable to accept new applications because the process is on a first come, first served basis. Now, the updates, because the problem that they're having, the overwhelming the system, leaving many applicants without funds weeks later. The SBA, which accepts disaster loan, they took care on their own hands rather than relying to third-party bankers. That's why they are also human. They also, I'm sure some of them also work from home. That is why, since every now and then, the law, the funds, the grants are changing its regulations, that's why we also have to understand where they're coming from. Like according to the attorney, Jason Risman said, no one can be expert on this new law and its intricate provisions. That's why communicate early and often. Communicate to your accountant, to your bookkeeper, to your tax professionals, whoever you have. And if not, that is the time you can contact us or you can rely to us. This is our performance so far. So far, we were able to deliver what a 3-day turnaround time, because I know as your business is our success. The more that you have so many things going on, we would like to take care of your financial work, okay? So that's why feel free to contact us today, and we are willing to give you and to call you and give you information about the different relief. Okay, so the company WICO-Tax has been established since 2015. We currently have 2 offices. We are an all year round, all-in-one outsourced tax payroll bookkeeping service solution, combined 20 years of experience operating in Lower Rio Grande Valley, but now virtually. The company, we stand by its name. We are worry-free, year-round, competent, on time. That's why we have IRS certified acceptance agent. We resolved more than $321,000 of audit case and 20-year combined experience on this industry. Please feel free to check us on our online, either in channel, TV stations. You can find us there. Check our integrity and credibility to handle your finances. And one of our highest rated reviews are Facebook and Google. We already have 707 for the financial industry here in the Valley. We are #1. Okay, so that would be all of my presentation for today. If you want to watch the replay, it's going to be on YouTube. Just subscribe to our channel, WICO-Tax. We go over this is our week 4 of the business tax relief. The tax deadline, all of those, you can find us on YouTube and watch it on the weekend. While you're brushing your teeth, you're driving, there are so many ways to listen. Just listen to at least to the updates. Now, For those that you cannot watch, you can also download our summary, the PDF. Just go to wycotax.com, and if you need us now, just text your name and we will call you. For next week, upcoming webinar, we are going to cover the Texas Shared Work programs. The state also has this program. These are for employees, people that trying to keep their employees, but also to cut the payroll cost. The Texas Shared Work programs, we will go over that, enable for you to know your options to the state. Okay, so at this point, just download this PDF and get this e-flyer we have. We have 20% off if you avail any of our services, but it will expire within 48 hours. And if you have questions, we will see on our Facebook Live. Okay. Okay, so according to Rose, or is that considered double dipping? Question, can you apply for the PPP and unemployment as a sole proprietor at the same time? For Miss Rose, okay, the PPP, that's a very good question from Miss Rose. Unemployment is when you are, if you're an employee, let's say, if you're an employee and you apply for unemployment, okay, which means to say you're no longer part of the payroll. Okay, so therefore, that is, you can only use one or the other, Miss Rose. That is, it is not, yeah, because when you are an employment, let's say I have an employee, I'm paying him $1,000 monthly, and then I have to let him go, so therefore he can apply for unemployment. Therefore, when I apply for the PPP, the banker will ask, what is your payroll cost? If you don't have the employee, whether you or your your employee are no longer on the payroll, then therefore the PPP will not go through, because that's the main essence of the payroll, that 75% should be on payroll cost. You can only use one or the other. Thank you, Miss Rose, for that question. Any more? Let's see. Okay. Going once, going twice. If there are no more questions, thank you guys. I hope you learned something today. And it's too much information. I know it's too much information. But you don't really have to absorb everything. You just have to know a little bit of everything to ask the right question, whoever working with your financials, okay? So as an entrepreneur, all you have to do is you need to learn how to delegate and elevate, because at the end, what you want to do is to make the most out of the benefits. Okay, so if this is valuable tool and information, please feel free to share and follow us for more updates and news. This week, I think I'm gonna give you an update regarding the PPP updates, the second wave of funds. All right, guys, so stay safe. And like what I've said, like you can learn everything in one cup of coffee here at Wyco Tea Break. Okay, so stay safe and have a good day.